Welcome back to Sing with Cinderella. In this series, I help singers of all different skill levels reach their full singing potential. In today's episode, we are talking about 5 daily habits for a healthy singing voice. If you care about the longevity of your voice, being able to sing for years and years to come, you're going to want to pay attention to the tips in this video so that you can do so. If you're excited about this video, go ahead and give it a like down below, and we'll get started with tip number 1. The first step in engaging in a healthy practice session is first having your vocal warm-up and your vocal cool-down at the end of the practice session. I think a lot of people engage in a vocal warm-up, which is very important, but it's equally important to your practice routine to engage in a vocal cool-down that's going to bring your voice back. So your vocal warm-up, typical exercises, the lip trills, the breath control support things. You're going to increase your range, so you're going to work with smaller intervals, then you're going to increase. Then you're going to widen your range, expand, so that you're ready to sing your songs. And then you're going to have your practice session. It's going to go great. You're going to work on your songs. After, don't forget about this part, is the vocal cool down. So you're actually going to want to bring the voice back. While we did the opposite in the warm-up, so we're trying to expand our range, going from speaking voice to singing, and then we're going to take it back. So think smaller intervals, thinking like an ooh, ah, ah, or just 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Something like that, something really simple. That's going to be really important to bringing your voice back. It's kind of like a runner that's engaging in a sprint all of a sudden. So they're going to do their stretches, right? They're going to do a lap around to get themselves ready, physically ready. They'll do the sprint, but then after, you have to engage in more stretches, in a cool down. So that's what we're going to do as vocalists. Number 2, a healthy speaking voice equals a healthy singing voice. So making these small adjustments throughout our days, just as we're talking, the simplest thing is going to make a big difference in the long run with our vocal health. So try and avoid vocal fry. Vocal fry is that really gravelly sound. Some people in pop culture, some people on TV are talking like this, and this is actually quite bad for your voice. So rather, you want to pitch your voice a little bit higher, think lighter, more resonant, and forward place. This, I can talk for hours and hours, and it's not going to damage my voice like if I were to be talking in vocal fry. Also think volume when you're speaking, trying not to scream across the room to talk to your friend. Think more of the enunciation so that you don't have to speak as loud. I am enunciating very well right now, and that's allowing me to use less volume. Number 3, careful of overusage. This can be both in singing as well as talking, speaking. Think in outdoor spaces when you're trying to get your message across in a crowded place, a louder space like a restaurant, and you're trying to just talk to your friend. You might be using more volume, more forceful power of your voice while you're trying to talk to your friend. So something to be careful about. Also, if you are a coach in an outdoor space, outdoor settings can be especially dangerous to a singer if you are misusing your voice. So careful of overusage in that way, but also think in the singing. When you are screaming or yelling, obviously that's not good, but when you're singing, you might be pushing yourself either too high or too low, and you keep on dabbing at those points. That can eventually cause strain and cause nodes, so that you really don't want to do that. Don't get into that dangerous area. Think of tension. Where are you drawing tension in your body, but also your face, not only the voice. Let the breath do the work when you are doing your singing. Some areas that might be causing tension in your body you want to be careful about. For example, your shoulders. Are you closing them together like this, closing off all the breath, all the air, and then it's like going to your voice? No, you want it to be free. So just feel very free and open so that your breath can do the work. Careful of your jaw, a really big one. Careful not to clench that and grab as you are singing. Same with the tongue. You can be carrying tension in your cheeks, in your face, and your eyebrows clenching together. It should feel very open and free, just like you were talking. Hello, my name is blah, 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 and I'm just talking very freely, and it's very, very easy. That's how the singing voice should feel like. So careful of tension.
Foods. What do you mean what I have to eat for dinner has to do with my singing voice? Well, It's all connected. The immune system, the pharynx, heartburn, acid reflux, all of those things are affected by what you're putting in your body, the foods that you're eating. So you want to be cognizant and aware of how that may affect your singing voice. Some things that you'll want to watch out for example, spicy foods are going to cause acid reflux. Tomatoes, tomato sauce, so pasta, spaghetti, all of those things. Another one, citrus, so lemon, oranges. You also want to be careful with dairy, caffeine, but also dairy. I know, my beloved parfaits. So be careful of that and be careful of what you're putting in your body.
Beverages, let's talk about it. What's going to be great for your voice? What's going to be not so great for your singing voice? Well, here's the real tea. Caffeinated beverages are not your friend. They're actually going to dehydrate the voice. They're going to dry out the vocal folds. So think any caffeine beverage. So coffee, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, pop products, tea. Those are not going to be the best for hydrating the voice. Instead, you're actually going to want water. Water is going to prime your voice to be in the best condition possible. It's going to be hydrated, and you want to hydrate all throughout the day because water actually doesn't take effect onto your voice for another 4 hours. So if you're drinking water right before an audition, right before a rehearsal, it's actually not going to take effect. So you want to engage in full hydration throughout the day. Healthy body, so an average of 10 cups per day, that typical formula for how many cups of water you want to drink in a day. Same formula applies here for a healthy singing voice. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Sing with Cinderella. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that these 5 daily habits start to become a part of your daily routine on a healthy singing journey. Let me know in the comments down below what you found most helpful about this video, what you'd like to see in future videos, and actually you can subscribe to my channel for more content coming your way, weekly videos. Hit the bell for notifications so you know when those pop up, and I can't wait to see you next time on Sing with Cinderella.